So much for talking to me today. We'll make eye contact this way.
Yeah.
And if you could just, so I can set my audio, spell your name, first name, last name, and title. Owner,
Yeah. Well, my name is Raul Vicente Jr. That's Raul. First name. Last name is Vicente, V like in Victor, Icente, and Jr. Jr.
Very good.
And I'm the owner of Babalu Cafe.
Wonderful.
And we're here in Fort Lee on Main Street.
Yeah, tell me about that. It's such a
Fort Lee is a quaint town. When I was working for the Census Bureau, I met the mayor here because I was doing B-roll here for the Census Bureau, and I met the mayor, and he invited me to come back and live here.
Wow.
And I took him up on that offer and came back, and I rented an apartment across the street, right across the street from the restaurant, a block or two away. And after being here about 7 years, I decided that they needed something more, because while there's a lot of different types of restaurants, a lot of them are from the same genre of food, the same type of food, same type of cuisine. And so I decided that they should try to see how they would like some Spanish food. And Cuban food is, very good, has a lot of names, like the Cuban sandwich cubano, pan con bistec, which is a steak sandwich, but their style, Cuban pot roast, boliche, carne con papa, which is our special today, which is basically a beef stew but made Cuban style with the Cuban condiments. So I decided to try and see if it would work here, and it's worked.
I'm going to slide my camera over. I want to see more of the workings.
Did you get any of that?
I got all of it.
Oh, okay.
I just had a little too much wall.
Oh, okay.
Now I have, but I got all of it. Yeah,
okay,
fantastic.
Good. Yes, that was the motivation for opening up, and try to bring something different to the community. It's a very quaint, very hospitable, and passive community. Even though we're at the bridge, and it would seem that because of the bridge that this would be a bustling hub, but it's really not. It's very quaint. The powers that be have a very, very good control of the community.
I noticed it's really a main street.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like a small town USA.
Yeah, it is. This actually I would say that this represents what that would be across America, Main Street USA.
And how is the restaurant involved with the community?
Well, we've gotten involved in a couple of different ways. For instance, like now they're going to have Halloween, and so we're part of Halloween. We put something in their goodie bag that they're going to distribute. We participated in Restaurant Week, which is a program that they use. All the restaurants that participate provide food at a better price so that you can attract new people to the community. We provide cut rate services for Madonna Church whenever they have an event. If they call us, so then we give them some pricing that will help them expand their dollar, that kind of thing. And then we just try to provide really good food, good Spanish, Cuban food for this community.
Fantastic. And tell me a little bit about Groupon and how Groupon has been helping, and what are the deals?
I'm familiar with Groupon. I've worked in the restaurant business as well. Beside my normal Ovation that I retired from, I also worked in the restaurant industry. I worked for a major restaurant down on River Road, very high-end Cuban restaurant. I won't name them, but because I don't think they would want me to do that. But I worked there. Actually, I tried to get them to do Groupon, but they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to have any promos or anything like that. But promos work for me here. So I knew about Groupon when they called. I was excited about the fact that they reached out to us, and was looking forward to making something happen. And the representative was awesome. I don't remember her name, but she was very, very on point. We knew that she knew about my menu. She knew about the restaurant. When she spoke to me, she already knew a little bit about us, which I thought was impressive. And so she got it that we have a low-end price point. So what could she do? Well, we were on the phone for a good 45 minutes, and she came up with a plan that has worked beautifully for us. I don't know whether it would work for anyone else, but here at Babalu, the Groupon plan is working. It's a triple play, $8 plan. So it's 8, 8, and 8. It's a $24 plan. I think that's 24, right? Yeah. My math is still up there, I guess. Anyway, you get to come in with an $8 coupon. You have 3 of them. You buy 3. You come in, you use one, it's $8. And you can buy whatever you want, and you pay the difference. Now, why I find that a program approach is good for me is because it brings them back 2 more times with that discounted coupon, with that coupon. And then by the 3rd time, I'm thinking that they're going to love my food, because we do have great food. And so they come in, they spend the $8, they use the coupon, they might spend $2 or $3, $4 or $5 more. We cash register the differential. I get a piece of the $8 as well. And then they come back. And so far, as a matter of fact, I have one that's sitting right there that just came in yesterday, I think. And so they come in, they bring their little hard copy, or they show it on the phone. We hit the button, it gets used, they can't use it again. And then they come back. So the trick, I think, with the program that she designed for us is that it keeps them coming back.
Sorry, we'll just.
Yeah.
It sounds and looks great. So tell me a little bit about, you mentioned I'm going to shoot the specials, and if you could just start off, here at Babalu Cafe, we have a full range of Cuban and Hispanic food.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's actually a limited range, but I'm going to I'll make it sound better
Sure,
than,
you know what I mean.
Well, anyway, here at Babalu, we cover a short spectrum of foods that we think the community would like. But it's all based on the Cuban cuisine, and we do a lunch special. We have some specials. Some of them are called, like our sandwich is called Babalu Cubano. Okay, so that's one thing you can come in and get. But we have a different special every day, Monday through Friday, and we have a lunch special, and then we have a dinner special. And so you can come in, it's all Cuban fare: rice, beans, black beans, red beans, white rice, moro, which is a mixed rice and beans, Cuban style. We have sweet plantains that we do not fry. We oven bake our plantains, which is different. A lot of people prefer the fried, but we're staying away from fried. We're trying to give people a little bit more of a wholesome meal. So everything is fresh cooked. All our condiments are made here. We don't buy any store-bought condiments that are pre-made, except for adobo, which is the premier Hispanic or Spanish condiment with the mixture. So we use a little bit of adobo, but everything else is based on the mojito, the mojo. The mojo is a mix with lime and garlic and different condiments mixed in, and that's what we saute the meat in. We let the meat sit there overnight, and then the next day we cook the meat. So we have all these dishes, and we pretty much cover all the basic stuff that you would want to find in a Cuban restaurant. Steak and onions, churrasco, which is very popular. It's a flank steak. That's not a flank steak, I'm sorry, it's a skirt steak. Then we have ropa vieja, which is the flank steak. That's stripped steak. Carne con papas. Friday we have roast chicken. And then every day our staple is chicken fricassee and roast pork. So you can come in and get that Cuban style. It's what we call comida criolla, Creole food, Caribbean based. And so that's what we do at Babalu every day.
Oh, fantastic. I could stop right now, but I'm going to do one last thing.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to use this, but I'm going to center you, and this time you'll look right in the glass.
Okay.
And you'll say, "Hi, I'm Raul, owner of Babalu Cafe. We look forward to seeing you," or anything casual like that. So sometimes they can finish with that or start with it. So I'm rolling, and we can do a few different takes.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, hi, hello everybody. I'm Raul. I'm the owner of Babalu Cuban Cafe here on Main Street in Fort Lee. Come on down. I think you're going to enjoy it if you come down and eat with us. We have great food. It's traditional Cuban fare, not fusion. It's just like Grandma used to make.
That's perfect. I don't even need you to say it again. And now I'll go back to the other framing where you're looking at me and just ask you if there's anything else we haven't covered. You mentioned. I don't
Well,
know
if you look at our color scheme,
yeah.
that brown, I can't remember the name of that brown, and that green, I picked them off of a 1957 based color palette that if you walked into a Cuban restaurant in 1957, you'd probably would see these colors. You know, so I mean that's just
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
yeah,
No,
you know,
that'll work over a big
Yeah.
wide shot.
Yeah.
And lastly, the connection to I Love Lucy. That's so great. I know it. I'm an old guy.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a I Love Lucy fan. I've always loved the show. I still watch it. I love black and white TV and I love color TV. But even though I probably have seen every single show 10 times, I still watch it. I like it. And I have a lot more I Love Lucy art, but I haven't put it on my walls yet because I'm waiting to frame them and things like that. But I have dozens of I Love Lucy scenes and pictorials and pictures of Ricky Ricardo, who was famous. He made Babalu a famous word in America by singing the song Babalu on his show and playing the conga. So I have all those. I love it, and that's what we have on our walls. And we have some traditional Cuban scenes as well. Cuban, I guess you would call them pictographs, things like that, and some other art, you know, that shows campesino life and things like that. But I plan to add my other 25 or 30 I Love Lucy scenes in here, and I'm planning to put a small TV there and loop this Vita Vigaminge. I'm gonna loop that on there so people can see on that wall that show. That was one of the funniest shows because I understand she actually got drunk. I think historically there's some story about that what she was drinking had alcohol in it and she didn't know it. And while they were filming it, she got drunk and actually was drunk during the filming of the show. So it was a hilarious show to watch. And that's why I themed it after that.
That's fantastic.
You know.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause tape.
Picture I checked it. It's in public domain.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
in the public domain.
Oh, good.
I always check before I,
Yeah, that's.
to make sure that stuff is in the public domain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures that you have to get permission to use.
Yeah, they tell me on the guidelines, like don't shoot logos, you
Yeah.
know, no Pepsi.
Yeah.
That's great.
one of the public domain
Oh,
pictures.
excellent.
Tienen las empanadas tan nice ahí, como están. Qué lindo. Es la primera vez que yo los veo tan lindos.
No, siempre las arreglas y pintas así.
Sí, es que cuando viene la gente y empieza a sacar ya se vuelve una. Oh.
Oh, that's okay. You can go through.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem.
Yo estoy para otro café. Yo estoy para otro café.
Yo te lo hago, jefe. Déjeme terminar solo aquí y lo hacemos.
I drink a lot of café con leche.
Wow.
Blanquito o no tinto? Okay. You don't take it.
Like ages.
What's going on here?
I end up going to restaurant Depot a comprar la comida. Entro y salgo.
A mí me echan una empanada de pollo también.
¿A qué le quieres? Tiene un especial con
Go right ahead. Thank you, man. Thank you.
arroz blanco, frijoles negros, de carne con papa. Oye, me dijo usted, señor. Entonces, todo jamás.
Yeah, no,
¿Sabe?
he-
Entonces, la trata
Hay que ganar para
But if
comercial.
I'm going to show you, I got
no es el segundo o tercero que nos han hecho, creo.
Tienen que preguntarle qué están haciendo.
Sí, de verdad, es muy externo.
to buy a coupon and just looking and you see on
What channel for you know for the
No, it's for.
just the filming guy. We got a nice little promo. We got a triple play. You go on Groupon, you buy three $8 coupons, and you pay like $12 or something like that. Like $24 worth of coupons. You can use each one separately, so you can come in, when the lunch special is $8.25, right? So you could buy the lunch special, and you get a couple of drinks and empanada, and you put the $8 coupon up, and let's say it came out to $12, and you would only
Puse
put
limón dentro, ¿ok?
Está bien, gracias.
yeah, and then you bring come the second time with the second coupon, third time with the third. By then you're gonna love our food. And then when you come the next time, we're gonna charge you full price. That's what it's supposed to do, you know. Yeah, but I think they allow you to buy the triple play like once every 60 days or something like
Okay,
that.
so it don't affect you, you still get your money out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just-
and you can come back and
Well,
buy
no,
another
no,
set of coupons 3 months later.
No quiero colocar solo.
Yeah. It's so that you don't have, every time you walk in, you don't have a coupon.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can buy like every 3 months or something like that.
That's not bad.
But the trick is to get you to come in and eat the food, and once you eat it, you're gonna wanna come back.
Yeah, nice.
15 con 32.
No, I'm not Cuban, I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah, but I had Cuban cooks.
Okay, nice. So they are cute.
No, they're not the Cuban cooks. The Cuban cooks aren't here.
Okay.
They're not here.
That's nice, man. My grandmother's Cuban.
Oh, okay.
My father's mother.
Tengo que cambiar, Fifi, no tengo cambio.
Come on, sir. Another day, man. Come on, man. These are the little boom boom.
Él es cubano ecuatoriano.
Wow, that's a great mix. Cubano y ecuatoriano. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, Juan, I have to move my car.
Oh, that's
My
fine.
delivery girl just showed up.
Okay, very good.
I'll be right back.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Le hice una bandera cubana, todo mezclado.
La bandera es que dice.
Aquí parece un plato de bandera que lleva chivo, guatita y ceviche, arroz y maduro y va todo en un plato. Eso le dicen bandera. ¿Cómo tu comida ya está aquí? ¿Algo más vas a llevar? ¿Las bebidas están aquí? Sí.
Here, I'll move out of your way.
We donated 10% of our payment, monthly payment for our power, for our security, our security system. So you buy into a program and you pay a little bit more,
Yeah.
more than I guess more than the normal price, and then they take that differential and they donate it to feeding kids.
Nice.
So we participated with this project. We like that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, this is great.
I believe every month when we make the payment, a piece of it goes to this
Oh,
organization.
fantastic. That's community involvement right
Ok,
there.
a ti te agradezco mucho.
Así no tiene más menú ninguno.
No, más tarde tenemos un
Quería llevar
menú.
un menú para saber, para poder ordenar. Pero
Pero está en el internet.
¿está en internet?
Sí, en el jet.
Oh,
Está
ok.
en el jet. Puedes subir el jet o subir el